Welcome everybody to Nine's Corner. Hi, I'm Nine. I'm so glad to get to spend this time with you. I appreciate you. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, and do all that good stuff that helps my channel. And we'll get into it now. First I'm going to talk about something that I find a little bit embarrassing, but I get a lot of questions about the makeup that I wear. So as a little back history and maybe getting to know each other, I've told you before, I have vitiligo. It is a autoimmune disease in which your body attacks the melanocytes in your skin and it causes white patches. But luckily for me, I am a rare case of vitiligo called universal vitiligo, which you lose more than 80% of your skin color. I have lost probably about 97% of my hair, my coloring. As you can see, my hair is pretty much platinum blonde or white, but I do have still some patches of color, but that's basically it. So I tell you this because I started wearing makeup, or at least foundation, by the time I was like 10 or 11. By the time I was 13 or 14, I was perming people's hair, cutting people's hair, doing makeup for graduations and all that kind of stuff. But it really came from a need to protect myself, to cover myself, to feel like I was part of the norm. Because unfortunately with vitiligo, it is connected to mental health. It can really affect somebody's mental health. In multiple studies that they've done, they found that vitiligo patients in a controlled group, the suicide rate was at 2%. For vitiligo patients, it's up at 15%. And that only talks about the people who actually committed suicide. That does not represent those who tried to commit suicide. So among the vitiligo population, which is only 1 to 2% of the world's population, it has a really high mental health connection with it. And I have been losing my skin color all throughout my life. When I was really young, I was really dark. I always had dark skin, summer, winter, it did not matter. My sister did one of those checks to see, what is your makeup, and ours was like 15% Italian, which I'm not surprised because my dad kind of looks Italian. And my skin was so dark until the vitiligo started. So that's kind of my background when it comes to makeup. So I'm going to tell you what I use. I feel so embarrassed. But my son actually gave me a Revolution makeup that has all these browns. I mix everything. I might use like 5 colors just to get one. And then I have Revolution Color One, which is what I have on today. So, and my lipstick, my go-to lipstick is Revlon Shameless Matte 014. It is the best lipstick ever. I do have a couple of these, I think it's Maybelline 24-hour lipsticks. I use 2 mascaras. One is Too Faced Better Than Sex. And I have Telescope. I think this is by L'Oreal. And I use that just to separate my lashes. And that's it. That's my makeup. All right, I'm so embarrassed. Let me put this away and we'll get to the reading. On to Mike Pence, who is recently in the news because of being subpoenaed. I love Jack. Can we just give Jack Smith a little clap? Come on, Jack, you can do this. You can do this. So he was born June 7th, 1959, which makes him a Gemini. He kind of lives on the shadow side of Gemini, so he changes his mind a lot. Geminis are known to be honest, but not really having much charm, and that is so true for him, even though I think his honesty is based in his own religious wants, and it's very strict. And Geminis tend to be with everybody and yet with nobody. They're just sort of always around, but you don't really know them. Because, and Mike Pence, let's face it, he is two-faced. So Geminis, as a tarot card representation, they're represented by the Lovers. The lover's life path or constant type of lesson is the fact that they are faced with really difficult situations in which they have to make a decision. They're going to be faced with the consequences of it, and it tends to be that you either be part of the solution or you're going to be removed from it. So with Pence, he's looking to run for 2024, but now he's being faced again with the problem of Trump. And he's already written a book, so that book may come back to haunt him. It's like, that's what happens with Geminis. They tend to create situations that they end up having to face and make a decision about and live with the consequences. And this is exactly where we find Pence. So it's going to be very interesting to see, what is Pence going to do? How is he going to be in the subpoena, facing the subpoena? Is he going to talk? Is he going to save himself and go against Trump? Let's see what's going to happen with Pence. I'm just going to move this candle now. What is happening with Pence? We have the Page of Wands, so he's definitely feeling like he wants to escape this oppression. This is his want to run for president. In the back of his mind, that's really strong. I don't know why. Where these people get their feelings of confidence to move forward no matter what they've done, he really feels like he sort of got the hero, like people are thinking, oh yes, he did what was right. And this is him just feeling very frustrated. Man, going against him. We have the Seven of Wands. There is blood in the water and people are going after him. This is letting me know that they already have information. They have information, I'm sure, not just from his book. I think they have other people's information, text messages, all that kind of stuff that's going to force him to have to talk, even though he wants to just get out of this and try to still be able to go for president, because that's what's on his mind. But man, they're really going after him. Underneath this all, we have the High Priestess. So appearances can be deceiving. I think he's going to try to, walk a very thin line in which he's not going to tell all the truth. He's going to tell part of the truth. He's going to tell as little as he can. In the past, we have the Nine of Coins, that's why it says here, Nine of Pentacles. So in the past, you know what? He was celebrating. He was thinking, awesome, I got exactly the power I need. But I think for him, it was very personal. It was very religious. It was very much dealing with Roe versus Wade and kind of pushing his religious agenda. So I'd be very interested, because as soon as I flipped this card, I thought, oh my God, he might have had dealings with the justices. So maybe in the future, because he's only telling part truths here and there's something else to come out, that maybe we're going to see that there's a connection between Pence and the justices. That's what I see. On top of it, we got the Page of Pentacles. With the Page of Pentacles, it's definitely letting us know that he wants, that's what's on his mind, is wanting to run for president. But this card, it almost makes me feel like he feels in his mind that he and Trump were successful. Trump was rough and he was the soft one. And he feels that he can take the good that he and Trump, technically what they say, what they did good during those 4 years, and take that as his own, and yet still kind of say, I represent Trump, but I represent it in a softer way. It's weird. It's like he really thinks that he could be the next president. It's really strong. It's a religious, deep calling that he thinks that is his destiny. It's really strong. In the near future, God, not surprising we got the moon. The man is like delusional. But he's definitely not going to see what's coming. So far, we've got somebody who wants to become president, wants to move up the ladder. That's like really foremost in his mind. He's not going to be telling all the truth. He wants to try to slide through this somehow. And in the near future, he's not going to be telling the truth. There's a fear of the unknown here. And the card, as soon as I flipped it over, it was like, you, Mike Pence, have no idea what's to come for you. So you can be as delusional as you want to think that these things are going to come to pass for you, that you're going to become the next president, or that you can manipulate this so that you get out of this scot-free. You really and truly have no idea what's to come. Man, oh man. Jesuit. We got the Tower. So what was once a very safe, secure place for Trump, for Pence working alongside Trump, has now exploded. It has imploded. There is no getting out of this. So he is going to be bringing with him explosive information. So I think he's not going to come forth with the information because he's going to try to hide stuff. He doesn't want to associate himself with it. And knowing is just as bad as participating. So he knows this. This is what's going on. I think that Jack Smith and company have information already on him that he's not even aware of what's going to come. And he is going to be the one that's going to put the nail in Trump's coffin, even though that's not what he wants. The people around him. We've got the King of Wands. Tell me this is not Jack Smith. Please, please, please tell me this is Jack Smith, because I feel as though there's somebody out there who has a plan of action. That whatever Pence is so naive walking into this thinking that he can do something to move this out of the way and he can move forth to try to go for president. He's so naive. He's so stupid. There's a plan, and there's more than just Jack Smith. There's information. There's other people that have talked. So even though Pence is not going to want to say everything, they're going to present him with information that will force his hand. When I tell you there's blood in the water, there's blood in the water. People are like, this is almost like they're wanting to go after him even more than Trump at this point. Like they're going after him. They have a plan. So for Pence, as he sees himself, he wants to protect himself. This is foremost in his mind. This is what he's thinking about. I guess it's to defend himself, to try to find ways to get out of trying to say things. He doesn't want to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So the end result, Six of Pentacles. With the Six of Pentacles, it's almost like take a bow, Pence. You are going to be recognized for what you do. So, okay. I think that Pence is not going into this thinking I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But they already got information. They already got a plan. And literally, there's blood in the water. They're going after him. He has no idea what's to come. He has no idea the information that they have. And he's going to end up being the tower. He's going to be the one that's going to end up telling the information that's going to really just take down Trump and really hurt Trump and Trump kids and stuff. So it's not just going to be Trump. It's going to be a lot of people. He's going to do this because there's a strong individual. I'm thinking this is Jack Smith. It has a plan and they're going after him. So to have the Six of Pentacles as my end result makes me feel like he's going to have to do what is being pushed on him. So because he'll end up telling partial truth, he'll have some recognition for it. Good recognition and bad recognition. He'll get good recognition for telling the truth, and the Trumpsters, or if he says anything negative, that's going to go against him. It's a double sword. It's always trying to balance out. But at the end of the day, he will still remain unsettled. This is not going to work well for him to try to become president. Will he run? Oh my God, we got the Fool. So, I think regardless of this situation, his energy right now is still thinking becoming president. So whatever happens, and he's going to be pushed to do something, this is going to become a situation. It's going to be quite interesting. He's going to still be thinking to try to use this as a platform to become president. Very interesting, very interesting. So, with that, my darlings, that is our reading for today. Ooh! And guys, I forgot to tell you, I got a text message from Marie from Marie's Table in which she asked me to join her for a reading, a live reading. It is tomorrow, February, what is tomorrow? What's today? Oh, dear Lord, hold on. Okay, so it's Saturday, February 11th. Tomorrow is Sunday, February 12th. And I will be joining Marie at Marie's Table at 7 p.m. Central Time. So we are going to be doing a live reading in which, you guys can talk to me and talk to Marie. So please come on and join. And we're going to be doing a discussion about grief. So it is a really important subject that needs to be talked about, and we need to share our experiences and hopefully get some coping mechanisms and some hope and understanding and all that good stuff that comes from having an open discussion. I think it's really important, and I appreciate so much that Marie reached out to me and asked me to join her. So please feel free to come and join me with Marie on Sunday, February 12th at 7 p.m. Central. So that is it for today. As always, my dear special friends, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we chat, cheerio, take care, God bless.